Can I hit you on the washing machine? Gently, I'm not a fiend, but you know the way you rock me slowly, I always feel horny. Can I hit you on my balcony? Nightly, or if it's cool daily. I've never been crazy like this, but girl, you will feel this. How do you like it, babe? How do you like it, babe? Yeah. Kissing me,
Dancing with me, I feel with me, riding me. If you feel like
love me. The concept, the concept.
If you feel like kissing me, dancing with me, I feel with me,
Riding me,
If you feel like
love me. It's the concept, the concept. Can I hit you in the bathtub? Bubbling, giving you wet hugs. I know a way to make you come surely. Kinda raw, but it's me shorty. Can I hit you on the SMS? Digital, sending you a SOS. When I'm away, I wanna feel right there. So girl, have no fear. I know this is your first time. It's gonna be alright. Check this. If you feel like
kissing me,
dancing with me, effing with me, riding me,
if you feel like in love with me,
it's the concept, the concept.
if you feel like
Kissing me,
dancing with me, I feel with me, riding me. If you feel like
love with me, it's the concept, the concept. Yeah.
this is the right time for you and me.
I love you, girl. If you feel like kissing me, dancing with me, effing with me, riding me. If you feel like
Love with me.
it's the concept, the concept. If you feel like
Kissing me.
dancing with me, effing with me, riding me,
Feel like
love with me. The concept, the concept. If you feel like,
kissing me.
yeah,
Dancing with me, I feel with me, riding me. Feel like
that's right.
love with me.
The concept, the concept. Come on,
Kissing me.
dancing with me, effing with me, riding me, love with me. The concept, baby. How do you like it, baby?
How do you like it, baby?
How do you like it, baby?
No, I do this for you.
That's right. Feel me?
Do you feel me?
If you feel like kissing me, dancing with me, effing with me, riding me.
You're so good. 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 You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good, you're so good. You're so good, you're so good.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Welcome to Club Shada episode 245. Damn, listen, I will say it every time. That's a lot of episodes. So that's great. I started a little late because I just came out of the restaurant. We had a business dinner, and the conversation was great. So we're having some projects, and we're debating how to do it. And it actually gave me some very interesting ideas about things that I want to talk about tonight. But this show is Club Shada. Hello, I'm Monsieur de Shada. And I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody had a great beginning of the week. Mine started very well. My daughter had her first day at swimming today. It went super fine, so I'm very happy. I really wanted her to start learning to swim early. She's already 5, so I would have actually wanted her to start 2 years ago, but it's never too late. So she actually, last year she was doing a classical dance, and this year we decided to go from classical dance to something that is in my opinion very useful right now. So there you go. She's swimming now, and maybe I will put her in classical dance as well, but I really wanted to see how she would like it, and she loves it, so that's beautiful. This show is brought to you by Shada, the gods of good fortune. It's 1 a.m. Right now in Lisbon, Portugal. Everybody give me the time and the flag of where you're watching from and what time it is for you. And I want to say hi to all the new subscribers that have been subscribing to this channel. People have been coming. Don't forget to leave your likes. I see you there watching, not saying nothing. Give me some likes. Michael, Chris, Virginie, Charlène. Oh, lots of French people. Interesting. Sarah, Binti, Bouye, Jericho, etc., etc. Welcome to this new house. I want to acknowledge the stream royalty for the month of October, who's not other than Robert Ford Jr. with a super chat of $200. Thank you again. It was $200 to celebrate 200 what was it, 200,000 subscribers on the channel. So yeah, which is beautiful. Of course, all the sponsors, don't forget that you want to support the show. You can buy a t-shirt on Shadaware. You can listen to some music, or you can also do a super chat from $1 up to however you want. It's all good out here. I almost didn't do this show tonight. I was like, it's late. And then I was like, you know what? Let's push the content. I'm late on cutting the content from the other 2 episodes. I'm probably gonna do that. So I'm probably gonna do a small show tonight if I don't, and then so I can focus on editing the last 3 shows and turning them into small videos that I can repurpose on the socials. So let's see who is here. First of all, hi to all the haters, those who watch without never saying nothing in the chat. I hope you're doing great. At least, haters, leave a like. Nobody will know it's you, but just leave a like. You know how we do. Sabrina, j'espère que ça va. Hope you're doing good. Elise Boys, what up, sister? How's everything doing out there? Tana, what up, my boy? Was good. Since last time we talked, the song I did for Nia K, Trust Me, got up to number 6 on the iTunes Pop Chart. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Nice. Congratulations. 7 p.m. in Chicago, 7 p.m. in Louisiana, 6 p.m. in Texas. What up, Theodore? Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. What's good, Fake Free? How you doing? Hey, Marie, what up? Thank you again for ordering one t-shirt on Shada Wear. Actually, after you, there's been a bunch of people ordering. Like, so you started a trend. Actually, 2 people bought you took the Africa Future Culture, but there's 2 people who bought the which one was it? The Central African Republic flag on t-shirt. That's cool. Was good. Fake Free. Listen, so today I'm testing some strange Japanese drink. So apparently, I don't know what's the reason, right? But apparently, okay, first of all, I have to understand how you open this. I think it's here. And apparently there's a bubble. What? Apparently there's like a bubble that you have to push. I have no idea what is the reason. I don't know if this has to do with the gas, or I have no clue. Listen, don't ask me. I don't even know how to open it. So, oops. All right. So you cannot see, but there's like a bubble there. Wait. You see? There's a bubble here. And apparently I have to push it down there to create some kind of reaction. So yeah. And I have to push it with this. I do this, right? And then I have to push here. I have to push this so that the glass sphere goes down inside of the liquid. And I don't know what it activates. All right, there you go. So now you see that it's in there. And now I can serve. I don't know what it tastes. That's interesting. What is the bubble for? I mean, the glass thing. Only them know. I don't know. Lychee. Cool. I forgot to bring some water. Anyway, don't mind me. Why is my autofocus not following me tonight? I'm doing too much, I guess. MJ, what up, brother? How is it going for you? So where do I start? Remember, this is how trying to drink not like a savage. That's how I spill all the water on my computer. So I'm scared now. Agua con gaz de chapão. Yeah. This is how we do. Bro, it's very good. Very cool. Kelly loves Ramon or something like that. If you want to sponsor me, you want to sponsor this show, Kelly Love Ramon, easy. You put your logo here. It's not. Listen, 500 for 2 episodes. It's nothing. Telling you. So you know what I was doing before starting the show? Listen, before starting the show, I was actually looking at Kanye West's Instagram. So this is Kanye West's Instagram. Who's that? That's him? Oh no, that's her mom. That's his mom. All right, we could go. For the first time in 45 years, I made my super educated former Black Panther father proud. By the way, Dad, there's an NPC trying to pick on me. What should I do? He knows how to play with all the sensitive people out there in the US. Because me, when he says that, I don't care. That was so funny. What did you like about it? That a black man was declaring. All right. I appreciate you so much. Oh, good, bro. I had a shirt and give meaningful way to our people. Unlike the Black Lives Matter did. Okay. Who's Tremaine? I don't know who's Tremaine. You still and tell people why you weren't why you wrote him when you were sick. That's the ether. Good to hear from you, bitch. Oh my God. I hated Virgil's design, and you did too. If you love his design so much, why did you looking at wearing head to toe? Chrissy told me he didn't have. Oh my God. You're so full of shit. Send me a thing. I spend most of my life with my mom. Second most time with Kim. Third most with Virgil. I only hired you because of LVMH took Virgil. And I love the way you dress and I miss you. Oh dear, I see you flying everywhere. Oh, but she can't go to check. No, you fired Virgil. Oh my God. You know, I was jealous of Virgil. I felt betrayed. Yeah. I felt he gave Drake the green diamond watch just to fuck with me. But I love him too and I miss him. I guess this is your long-winded answer to why you didn't get invited to your brother's funeral. So he's my brother then. Oh my word. You know, I'm gonna tell you my problem here. And I guess on his Twitter, it's the same thing, right? Because so it's so interesting how they're gonna deplatform completely Andrew Tate and people like that for whatever they believe that he can't say. And I'm not saying I agree or don't agree with him. I don't. But then Kanye is gonna have his Twitter removed for a day, and then it's coming back. But then Trump account is forever. And in my opinion, if you want to have rules, either you do them completely or you don't do them. You cannot pick and choose. If somebody says something but is Kanye famous, then you say he said something horrible and he violated the rules, and then he only lasts 24 hours. See what I mean? And then Trump also says something, but because you don't agree with his thing, his stance, his political views, you cancel him forever on the platform. Because to me, it means that or Silicon Valley just have to say, okay, we are on the left. We're on the left, and we only want people from the left here, and people who agree with our agenda, people who want to use pronouns, people who are pro all the things we want to push, and everybody else get the fuck out of here. Say that so that it's clear, and at least people know where they are getting into. If not, it seems unfair, because if I said what Kanye said yesterday, I'm going DEFCON on the Jews. That's what he said. If I said that on my Twitter disappeared forever. And probably my YouTube too. Even if I said nothing on YouTube, it would go as well. And I guess my Instagram would go as well, because they all talk to each other and say, yeah, let's remove this guy. We don't like what he said. But Ye can go crazy, and because it's Ye, yeah, then he's gonna post a photo with him and Mark Zuckerberg doing I don't know what, and say, look at this, Mark. How you gonna kick me off Instagram? You used to be my nigga. Man wants to be president again. Oh, that's old. Oh, that's old. Oh, remove all these tweets from. Oh my God, this guy. Listen, who do you think created cancel culture? Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you what is the disease of. I'm gonna tell you what is the disease of the century, or at least this century. The disease of the century is the fiending for attention. People want attention so much from strangers that they are willing to say anything, go everywhere, not even try to think about what they say and the implications, as long as it creates something. And the problem is that the people who comment on stuff themselves are looking for the attention of the person who said something egregious, but also all the other people who are here looking at their comments. So Kanye is going to say something, everybody's going to be like, oh, and then everybody's going to go on Twitter or on Instagram or in the comments, and they're going to be like, stop, don't do that, you are a voice, and then they're going to see that some people are going to like what they commented, and everybody is fiending for the attention, and everybody is obsessed with the idea that their voice, their comment matters. And it doesn't. But listen, I get a lot of comments on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, and a lot of DMs. And I try to read everything, because I'm still at a level where, I don't have tens of millions of followers, only 200,000. And it's still manageable to every Sunday sit down and read all your DMs, all your comments. It's possible. And but even then, when I don't want to know, I don't want to know. And before posting stuff, I think a little bit about the implication, what is gonna do to people. Is it gonna hurt people? Is it really funny, or am I just doing this to sell something? But all these celebrities in the US, all attention is the currency. As long as people are talking about me, I know I'm gonna sell something. So people can talk about me because I walk around naked somewhere, or I say something crazy, or I just say what I feel, knowing that everybody's gonna go crazy about it, or I just say what I learned from a conversation that I just had an hour ago with somebody, and I just spit whatever they say without thinking, because I'm a free thinker, and but all of them, when you see all these celebrities in the US, listen, when I'm sad, and somebody passes away that I love, I don't come here. I don't do a show. I said, I'm sorry, I can't do a show. I can't. Because I don't want to cry in front of people. I'm going to recompose myself. I'm going to come and I'm going to honor the person when I feel that I can do it. If I can't do it, I'm not going to take my camera and cry in front of people. Now you have all these people, especially in America, they feel the tears are coming, but they still have the time to take their phone up, swipe up, find Instagram, go on Instagram, click on plus, click on go live. How you go live? No, it's not here. No, how you go live now? You click plus now. You post? No. Damn. Oh, you click plus here. Then they have to click go live, and then they go live, and then they start crying in front of people. It's like, what is wrong with this generation of people who believe that everything they do, everything they think has to go without thought, without a little bit of letting it go inside your brain and do 2,000 runs inside of your brain before you articulate something, an opinion about something? No, they just want to go on Instagram and send it to the world, because people don't believe anymore in their own work. People don't believe anymore that their work can talk for them, their art can talk for them, that they're like the person who created the remote control, created something that everybody has been using for 100 years, right? If that person was, I don't know if that person is still alive, but if that person was a person of this generation, he wouldn't care that he created something that is going to be remembered for and used for a century. He would care about, oh, my girlfriend dumped me, so I need to go on Instagram and talk about her, and just go and only care about, oh, listen, I was at the fashion week and everybody talked about my t-shirt. It was me, about me. I'm rich. I'm the best. I'm culture. And look at who those people are walking with. They're walking with a bunch of people who are trying to just suck from them. They're walking with a bunch of vultures who are not able to tell that person, because they know the person is uncontrollable. Chill. Don't do this. No, they're laughing. They're happy. Yeah, show them that. We don't care. And on the other side, you have a bunch of people who are exactly the same. You have a bunch of followers, fans who are just captivated and just hypnotized, and they want to believe that the words of celebrities matter so much that they can kill. Don't say this. Don't say that. White life matters. It can kill people. Oh, you're a Nazi. You this, you that. And me, I'm like, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? Listen, social media people, celebrities, people that I don't know. Listen, I love Alicia Keys. I love Swiss Beats. I love the work that Diddy did. I love Mary J. Blige. I love Anita Baker. I love Pete Rock and Seal Smooth, Naughty by Nature, Jay-Z. I love the work of Fali Ipupa. I love the work of Celia Cruz. I love the work of Flavio Venturini. I love the work of people from Def Leppard, Van Halen, Jean-Michel Jarre, Kraftwerk, Pet Shop Boys. I love the work of so many people. But what they say on social media, I don't give a damn. Like, I care about if I receive a message now from my mom telling me, hey, stop wearing this jacket, it looks old or whatever. It's gonna matter. My wife telling me something, it's gonna matter. My kid telling me something, it's gonna matter. My friends, the people who have my number, telling me something, is gonna matter. Why would I care about somebody? Why would I worship a celebrity? Listen, when I have fans that worship me, I don't get it. I'm like, yeah, you like the music. No, I love you. No, you love the music. But we're arriving in a point where pop culture is making people embrace everything that comes out the mouth of idiots. Just because they are talented doesn't mean that they are leaders, doesn't mean that they are intelligent, doesn't mean that they are just talented. Yeah, they can create some shoes that look great if you like them. It's taste. They can create amazing music that will look great and change culture if you like it. And they push culture. We push culture. We create culture because some of our songs become iconic and they change the sound of the kids who are listening to it, and will create music based on the music that we did. So yeah, we push culture. Doesn't mean that if we talk about conflict, economics, philosophy, poetry, mathematics, does it mean that we are at a level of excellence as well? No. We have to prove that we are as well. I talk about a lot of subjects here because I know exactly that I don't know everything about everything, but I know that I'm way more than music because I've always been way more than music. So yeah, I can talk about some subjects and people be like, I love your take. That was intelligence. But it's because I was that before music. Music is just something I do too. But I also try to learn about politics. And when I talk about something to you guys, if I have a specific subject, sometimes I'm going to read for 2 hours before coming here so I can try to understand, like, what are we talking about? And then form my thought as we are talking. And I'm not scared to be wrong. But if there's something that my parents taught me, is humility. Humility is the ability to understand that whatever you have, you are not better than some specific rules that we have in Africa. You can be a billionaire. Listen, I grew up with millionaire parents in millionaire mansions. But trust me, When the maid beat me up, I could go cry to my parents. They would ask me, what did you do? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. The driver that we have, I told you before, when I was 7 years old, he was already my driver. He was already the driver of one of the drivers of the family. And then he was a driver for my little sister, then for my son. And today he's in his 70s, I guess, 60s. I think, probably in his 60s. He's been working with my parents for more than 45 years. This is why my mom offered her, when my mom bought all these new plot of land, she offered him some land as well. But trust me, even if he calls me boss today, when he sees me and he's like, him and the security of the person of my parents, when I'm here, I continue to see them as I was seeing them as when I was a kid. They are my elder. I cannot speak to them like I see some other people talking to their employees. I continue to speak them with the most respect because they are just older than me. And I can't believe that we have all these American celebrities who speak the way they want to people just because they say, oh, I'm culture, I'm richer than you, I'm a billionaire, I'm the next Walt Disney, I'm this, I'm that. Sometimes, I'm white, sometimes I'm black, sometimes whatever. All of them. It's not just about Kanye. And me, I'm like, my system, I cannot be like this. Listen, I have no idea how much money everybody is making here. Maybe some of you are making 10 times the money I make. Or maybe I'm making 10 times the money that you make. I'm still going to respect everybody here just because that's how I was raised. And I'm not going to come here and say stuff to the detriment of other people just because I disagree with them. And there's something really rotten in the American culture and the social media that is American as well, that is being spread all around the world, and they don't understand, and they make you believe that it's horrible, it's a bad thing, that we cannot spread our culture and our democracy everywhere. No, there's a lot of things that you want to spread that should stay in there. And listen, I'm not gonna come again on the Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter thing. Last episode we talked about it. It's just that, why do you care so much? I was like, why do you care so much about what Kanye says? Oh, he has a huge platform. He's our voice. No, he's not. It's not my voice. He's his own voice. He don't care about you guys. He cares only about himself. And he said it. He cares about the money he's going to make. That's it. That's all he cares about. He's going to start caring about you when he needs you to pretend to you that his kids have been kidnapped by some white women or whatever. And then when he doesn't need you anymore, he's going to come and piss you off. And I don't know why you keep following this. You make me feel like one of those girls who get cheated on and then she gives a second chance for the 90th time. And you look at her like, yeah. All right. Listen, I know this couple, they keep separating. It's been 13 years that they separate. Every year for 1 month. And then they come back together. I used to console both of them. And now I don't care anymore. Oh, I'm not with her anymore. Yeah, whatever. Please. Let's talk about something else. I'm not interested. No, but you have to understand what. No, I don't. Listen. You guys are going to get back together. No, this time is the last time. Oh, yeah? And then 2 months later, they send you a picture in some country being in love. So, listen, as long as you continue to fall for the tricks and you continue to believe that all these people matter to your day, to your daily lives, do you really think that Kanye's t-shirt is going to impact your life? It's not going to impact mine. So why should I care? Yeah, but what about, it's not going to impact nobody. In reality, it impacts only if you guys decide that it has an impact. If it did something and all you guys didn't care, didn't tweet, all the media didn't talk about it, there you go. But everybody want to make some views, everybody want to talk about it, everybody want to have some clicks, everybody want to say, and in all language, everybody's talking about his crazy weekend. Yeah. So it means that every time, yeah, he gets what he wanted. And me, I look at everybody, I'm like, look at all these crazy motherfuckers. Obsessed by one guy. When you know he has mental issues, it's documented, and he goes in manic episodes every time, the stress of having something to promote, and it's a mix of both, and he plays a little bit with it, and he plays the victim, and he, as long as he's the center of attention. And it's the same with all of them. All of them. All of them. All your celebrities, like, they have this attention obsession. Maybe because I'm a celebrity from the early 2000s and the end of the 90s, where our celebrity came from our work, came from our albums. When you had a great album, celebrity was a byproduct. It was not the center of everything. In a world where the only way to sell something, to have views, to have clicks, where everybody's fighting for attention, your brand has to be at the center of everything. And because of that, everybody is fighting to be the center of everything. So any publicity is good publicity. What am I gonna do? Nothing. Malcolm Beast, what up? How you doing? Uh-oh. Yeah. I mean, isn't it exactly the same thing when he has something to sell? These US media platforms all have their own ideological leanings and govern their policy regarding acceptable speech. Very, very, very true. Black freethinker. What do you think of the people saying that the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary should be removed from Netflix because it's triggering? They tell them to all shut the fuck up. That's what I say. It's a documentary. What you want the documentary to do? Go find this guy. Go Google this guy, and you will see that the image you will find out way worse than what is there. But it's just, listen. Once you let everybody believe that all their complaints matter, then they start abusing. And now you have a bunch of people, they want to censor everything that they deem that it offends them. Because I'm offended, everybody else should be offended, so these should be removed. I'm gonna tell you one thing about that documentary. It doesn't offend me. You know why? Because I didn't see it, because I was not interested. My wife looked at it. Apparently she liked it. She was like, wow, that was crazy, whatever. And then she was telling me that everybody on TikTok was going crazy for whatever reason. And I was like, I don't care. Listen, I never knew about that guy. And listen, yeah, okay. So he was only killing, I guess, black gay people, if this is what I understood. And this is triggering people. Why? It happened. So what is the problem? I don't care. I'm telling you. Mountain of Inspiration, what up, my brother? How are you? Look at MJ, he's already like quoting me on Twitter. They can pose the emotion until they're alive. Listen, bro, it makes no sense. It's like, oh, I'm gonna cry. Wait, listen, why you need to cry for strangers? Listen, if I want to cry, if I really feel sad for something, I cry in the lap of my wife. That's why I got married with her, so that I can give her some of my secrets. If it's not her, it's gonna be one of my two best friends, or I'm gonna call Bodhisattva. We're gonna talk. Those are your people to talk about those emotions, not strangers. And you have to look at the comments of the people. Yes, don't worry, we are with you. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. I'm crying too. Why are you crying? You don't know that person. Yo, oh, Cabo Verde, tudo direito. What up, Gen C? Listen, you know, at a point, some people, of course, business will change, influence prices and stuff. But when you talk to Kanye is an amazing brand. Don't get me wrong, because he's nuts sometimes, as I said, and doesn't take he has his own way of processing things. I believe that he doesn't process them. He just goes like in those crazy rants, and sometimes doesn't make sense, sometimes does. He's still, when it comes to, he's still a creative genius. He's responsible for a lot of hits, a lot of creative advances in hip hop and R&B and pop music all around the world. Nobody can take this from him. When it comes to the fashion world, he put himself there. From when he was doing that Sway interview to today, he arrived to that point where he matters in the fashion world. He's one of the person who matter. His sneaker brand is amazing. His Yeezy brand he's trying to get there, right? So on that, he has all my respect. And yeah, listen, any brand that works with him or doesn't work with him, yeah, he's gonna change their stock price for how long? Because this is the thing with stock. A lot of the things people don't understand is that the trade price of those companies is reacting to the news. Is people who buy and sell dictated by the emotions dictated by the news. So if you have a news that says, oh, Adidas sent a message saying that, hey, listen, we try to work with Kanye, we try to make it work for his way, but you know what? It's too much now. We put everything on pause, and yeah, it might not be worth it, because the things he said, we cannot associate. The guy is uncontrolled. Wait, listen, we can let you go. We are a multi-billion brand. You on your own can be a multi-billion brand. Go ahead, do your thing, but we might pass. This can create a bunch of news that the people who buy and own stock, one share, two shares or more, can go and sell their shares out of an emotional reaction, and the price tanks. The question you always have to ask yourself is, how long does the price tank? Is it for one day, a week? And people, everybody's there. Oh, the news. But if you come the next day, maybe the price went up already, or maybe next week. That's how I see stock. I don't see what happened today or last hour. I look at a 6-month chart, and when I buy something, I buy it for the long term. So, of course, you're gonna have like somebody leaving a platform, and the YouTube price goes down. So that person's gonna be there happy, saying, "Oh, look what I did." But if in 1 week the price went where it was, so the people who got scared sold, and the people who the other people bought at the low price from those who got scared, and then after a week, it went up. Lil Mao, thank you so much, brother, for 20 euros. Ain't that crazy that 20 euros now is worth less in dollars? That's crazy. So I learned economy at the university, so I see all these things like always. Like I look at the micro and then the macroeconomics. I look at the short term and the long term always. So listen, I don't get emotional with all these things. I just look at it and I'm like, listen, if you say something and you have all these news that make the price go down, let's say you bought something at 10, right? And then it's been going up and up and up and up, and let's say it's at 13 now. And then there's these bad news, and all the media is talking about the bad news. You get scared, and the price goes down, and it goes to 8 because some people sold. You kept it. You were like, "No, it's gonna go back up," but then it's at 8. So now you're losing money because you bought at 10. It's at 8, and you panic, and oh my God, it's going down. At 7, you sell because you're like, "Oh my God, it's going to 0." You sell at 7. The person, when you sell, somebody buys. So you sell at 7, somebody else's buy at 7. Somebody who had some at 10 and he kept them. He had 10 shares at 10. So that's 100. And then he sees that you sell your 10 shares at 7. So for 70, he buys another 10 shares. And then everything goes back up to 13, and then to 20. And now that person has 400, and you sold, you lost money. That's how stock works. That's how all these news are made. Like, if you realize every time there's a new iPhone, there's a scandal. There's a gate, something, fatal flaw on the iPhone, something to make the price go down. All these journalists talk about this. All the journalists who talk negatively about the Apple shares, most of the time, when it goes down, they buy. The same people who are writing, they buy. The stock is at 100. They're gonna talk bad. It's gonna go down at 70. They buy for 1,000. Then it goes back to 140. They sell for 2,000. They make money. Same thing with Adidas, Kanye, all these people. Same thing. Once you understand that, you cannot see once you understand all these things, it becomes hard to get emotional about anything with all these people. Lil Mao, thank you so much for the super chat. The celebrity of today have attention obsession. Are you keeping all these notes somewhere? Because we have to add them to our to the bots. I even forgot how we add quote. I forgot what was the. I think it's. I'll find it. I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of things that I'm not interested in. There's a lot of things that I'm scared about. For example, I don't like scary movies. All these type of movies, I don't like them. My wife loves them. My son loves them. So when they start playing some series or some movie of that type, I'm out. I take my ass out of the living room if they're watching in the living room, and I go to the bedroom. When I have the same exact huge TV, I have the same in both bedroom. I bought the same huge TVs. I bought 3 of them. One for the living room, one for both bedrooms. So if they want to watch their strange stuff here, I'm out. I'm going there. Boom. I go to the bedroom and I watch my own stuff. I watch my YouTube. I watch my crypto stuff, my NFT stuff, my Star Wars stuff, my Marvel stuff, my manga, my stuff. The stuff I'm interested in, music, all that stuff. Yeah. I don't want to watch stuff that's going to trigger my imagination and stuff. So I don't watch. Simple as that. Now you have, and listen, the thing about the triggering, a lot of people that you see on social media, they don't watch the thing they complain about. They are just repeating what they heard from somebody, or they watch 2 seconds of something, or they just see the tweet of somebody who said, "Hey, this guy said that," and they just follow. Because like I told you, everybody is also obsessed with this attention, the followers as well, and the fandoms as well. And I see people fighting about Rihanna or Beyonce or whoever, and I'm like, those people don't even know you guys. Why you are insulting yourselves in the comment sections? Like, chill. It's just music. But people of the world. I started watching a movie everyone was raving about. After a few minutes, I knew I wasn't gonna like it, so I turned off. Simple. That's very true. Black Freethinker. People are addicted to social media and the emotions associated with it, with how they interpreted what they see. Exactly. Interpretation. That's the worst part. And the more followers you have, the more people can start interpreting anything you say and take it out of context and blame you for whatever they felt. Like, listen, I can say, I love vanilla ice cream. And that's true. I love vanilla ice cream and I love banana ice cream. And some person can say that out there in California, vanilla ice cream is something that is it's a neo-Nazi chant. Wow, oh my God, I'm hurt. You're killing people. And I'm be like, what? Sorry? I love vanilla ice cream also is a phrase that has been privatized. I cannot use it anymore. Fuck you. I love vanilla ice cream. Because at a point, like, whatever happened in your corner between you two in whatever university of leftists should stay there. But now the problem is those people, they work hard to make it become something because everybody's happy to see that, hey, look, with social media, I made my creation. Whatever anger I created, I made it worldwide. And isn't it crazy how all these people are trying to push their culture to everybody else? Like, Listen, in Congo, there's a lot of things that, yeah, there's a lot of difference in cultures, in the way we think, in the way we even the way we marry, or the way we see the position between a man and a woman, etc., etc., etc. And all these people that are here, all the woke people, they could not live in Congo. If they want to come live in the world that they want everywhere, all this doesn't pass Europe, the US. That's it. It's 15% of the population that have a way of thinking that in other places, all this doesn't go, it doesn't work. But then they're like, but there's no democracy there. Now listen, I'm talking about all these people who live free, who have money, whatever. Now listen, they have a different way to see culture and to see the place of men and women than you guys. But you want to force everybody else to think the way you think because you decided that you are the force of good and everybody else is evil. What does it say about your respect of other people, others people culture, others people us et coutume? The way everybody else move is different, and you cannot come and say that your way is the way. Your way is the right one. I mean, you do what you want. Anyway, I said I was not staying long. Let me move to the next subject. Listen, hell no. When I watch them, I don't care. It's after, like 2 days after, all of a sudden I start thinking too much. Oh my God. It makes no sense to expect us all to have the same opinion. This is what cancel culture is trying to push. A passively agreeable society that okays everything considered consensus. And the problem is that the people who want to push these agendas have invaded they invaded the Silicon Valley. So all the social media is infected with all these people who love to censor people, love to pretend and to have lame excuses like, it's hurting the kids, whatever. That, listen, the good thing is the people who fund those people like me. I mean, I'm the small guy. But listen, 2,000 euros invested in Facebook, 2,000 in Google, some in Apple. Like, we are the people who vote. We are the people who own shares. And then you have the people who have millions, the people who have even more. When all this stupidity is going to start making us lose our money, us the investors, we're going to start being pissed. That's when some people are going to start getting fired. So listen, let the money do its job. Anyway, listen, I want to talk about something that I really thought, I want to know what you think. So there's a YouTube channel that you should follow. It's super interesting, different take on black culture, called Choke No Joke. And I think he was having an interaction live with 50 Cent's son, Marquise. And so I think he had, I don't know how long 50 was with his mother, but from what we can tell, is that the mom turned the boy against his father. It really feels. But anyway, so the kid is 25 now. So he's a man now, right? He's a man now, and listen, I had a kid, and it was over with his mom when he was 2. Well, he was born in 2003. I think we separated he was 2 years old, something like that. 2 or 3, I don't remember. Long time. Anyway, soon as I separated from my ex, the mother of my son, the most important part for me was, first of all, making sure that he had food on his plate and clothes to wear. And the second thing was that I really made sure, and this is something, it's two people, it's not just you, but because of the way I was raised and the values I have, the values of family, I understood. To me, it's already a failure to not stay with the mother of your child because of tradition. I grew up in France, starting at the age of 7, so we can say a mixed culture. So yeah, separated, etc., etc. I still had to go through the wrath of the parents, explain to the parents and convince the parents of her parents and mine that it was better to not be together and to co-parent peacefully. And ever since I've been separated with the mother of my son, so he's 19 now. We have been separated for probably 17 years, something like that. We never had a fight. When she comes to Portugal, she comes home, she comes here. She comes have a drink with us. She comes sit with my wife and they talk, they're friends. You see what I mean? Because to me, family is more important than ego. And I know that it takes two people. Some people, you're going to try to do that, but the person is going to try to use the kid as a weapon against you. They're going to, all that stuff. I understand. And listen, I consider myself blessed because I guess, I had kids with the right people in the sense that they have the same vision, mentality of me, that African mentality of how the parents are important for the kid. Even if you are separated, we still did a lot of things together for him. I still, and she lived in Belgium at that time. I live in France, but I would take the train all the time, especially for big occasion. I was here for Christmas. I was here for birthdays, all that stuff. And he would go back and forth between me and him. I would go get him in Paris, then etc. Listen, but one thing I made sure was that my relationship with his mom went from being a couple to becoming like brothers and sisters. And this is like when we talked on the phone, we talk for 2-3 hours. We talk about everything. We talk about the kids. We talk about family. We talk about our parents. We talk about business. She's now an accomplished businesswoman. We talk about business. We see if we can do synergies. There's something that she needs some contact sometimes. I do it because we are family. And I would never use my son against her, and she would never use him against me. And that's how it should be. Now, in the US, in Europe as well, laws, it seems, but in the US really, it seems like the laws are against against men a little bit for on that front. But anyway, 50 Cent was ordered to pay $6,700 every month of child support for his son for 13 years, I think. So let me do a calculation. Those of you who make $1,005 a month, imagine that this guy, his mom received for him, not for her, for him, $6,700 multiplied by 12, so that's $80,000 a year for 12, I think 12 years or 14 years. Let's say 12 years. So by 12, so that's 900 and something. But he said that he paid 1,300,000. That's what he said. So 1,300,000 divided by I don't know how long. Let's say divided by 12, and then divided by that's 103 a year. So it's probably, let me see, he probably paid for 14 years. Let me see, by 14, by 12. Yeah, I think he paid for 14 years. And he said that he paid everything at once. So he paid the state 1,000,004, and the 1,000,004, the 1,000,004 was automatically sending 6,700 every month. And this kid goes on Instagram and pretends that's not enough for the type of life that he was supposed to live because he was a son of 50. Look at the entitlement. And listen, the whole Instagram went against the boy. I mean, that man, he's a man now. The whole Instagram, but because listen, he's acting like a kid that has been fed bullshit by his mom. But listen, I don't know their story, and I understand they have a rocky relationship with his father, but how entitled can you be to believe in a world where most people are struggling to get $1,000 a month? People have to do like 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, to be able to pay for the school of their kids and some ugly school, and get a place where they can live, and sometimes with no decency. And you, since you were born, your mother was receiving, I mean, not since you were born, but since this thing has been declared, your mother was receiving 6,700. And you're here saying it's not enough? Like, how? Yeah, what you think in the chat? Because let me look at your comments. Hey. It's not a failure you can say when it doesn't work. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I have to call her. This one, listen, let me. Since the last time I saw her in Belgium, she never called me anymore. Let me call her. Let me send her a message. Vraiment, vous avez oublié des gens, vous. Bisous. Her husband was gonna ask, why is your ex sending you a message at 2 a.m.? It's me, he knows. I live at night. 50's son is no longer a kid. He's a grown man. At 25, he should be focusing on his own brand and building his own brand. He's being so weaponized that he can't see that his mother is using him. Mountain of inspiration is the mountain of reason. I fully agree. Listen. So now he came on Instagram and he's saying, "Oh, I would trade 600 and I would tell my dad I would pay 6,700 to see him even 1 hour, or for him to come to all my games." And listen, I understand you hurt, but you've been used and you've done so much stuff that at a point your father can say, "I'm done." And listen, it's Corey Holland who said something, it was hilarious, but it was very true. Sometimes when people have kids with women that they don't don't really like the kid. It's just society that is forcing them. I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. But you know, listen, at a point, you're a grown man. Stop talking about this. And when, like, you have to understand as well that the reason people are talking to you is that because you're the son of somebody. You didn't do nothing for people to come and talk to you about yourself. People are just coming to you because you are 50's son. And listen, as a son of somebody who was super famous in my country, trust me, the last thing I wanted to do was politics, because I knew that just like my sister, or just like my brother, or my brother-in-law, and all the kids of politicians that I know, people will treat you and people will act as if you are where you are because of your name, not because of your merit. When I went through music, people continued to say, yeah, but it's because you're the son of whatever. But it was because I was making hits and nobody could say nothing. So they were trying to find excuses. But trust me, what I built on my own. I cannot say I did it myself, because first of all, nobody builds themselves by themselves. You always have people, teams, the fans, etc. And the education that your parents gave you, the places where they put you, where you learn all the languages you speak, the places where you learn economics, all these things that you're using today, is your parents that took the decision to invest the fortune that they found themselves in, invest to put you in the great schools. So this is what makes you successful. So you cannot come and say, "Oh, I made myself by myself." Unless you are a complete orphan, you didn't make yourself by yourself. But still, my music career, it was me. Meaning that, no, I was not in hotels making it happen. I was sleeping on the floor, trying to make it happen in South America. Made all these moves, the musical moves, by myself. And because I was proud to do that. So I made my name. I'm the son of my dad, and everybody know me as the son of my dad. But most people in my country know me as me, Kaysha. And it's very hard. It's very hard for a lot of kids that are sons of celebrities, sons of big magnates of business, oligarchs, whatever, you name it. People who came from nothing but made fortune. A lot of time their kids are not ready, because listen, ambition, a lot of times ambition comes from hunger. And if you're not hungry, you might not have the ambition. And you might, listen, if you never suffered, you never knew hunger, yeah, maybe you just chill. And yeah, you know you're gonna be given this, given that. So yeah, you don't have this drive to do something because you know, like, yo, my dad's gonna buy me a house, or my dad's gonna do this, my God, etc., etc. Listen, when I was 12, we were in Paris. My parents were going to Congo, and I think they were going to Congo for 6 months. Politics. So they were going, and my sisters, they were putting my sisters in school out there. So they decided that they were going back to live there, and they were going back and forth between Congo and France, but they were now based in Congo. And us, because we were in the middle of our studies, we stayed in France. So we were all of us alone in this huge apartment with just the domestics, the free people that work for my parents. We had a driver, we had a person that takes care of the house, and a governant. And it was me, my brother, and my sister in a huge apartment. And I remember the day my mom goes, I think I'm 14, and she tells me, hey, with the girls, condoms. And I'm like, oh. And then she tells me, oh, by the way, we are not going to be here forever in this earth. So think about what you're going to do in the future. And listen, that was so violent to me when my mother told me that. And listen, thank God I still have them. But at 14, it traumatized me when she said that, because yeah, she was just like, yo, on sera pas là pour toujours. We're not going to be there forever. And I was like, why is she telling me this now? Yeah, listen. Political unrest, a country that was in war at that time, etc., etc. She was just telling me, yeah, listen, find out what you're going to do in life, because we're not going to be here forever. At a point, you're going to be on your own. And it kind of shocked me, but it never left me, that phrase. And I think for a long, long time, I was always scared when the phone was ringing to hear that something happened. But as I got, they're still here for long, hopefully, by the grace of God. But when I think it triggered something in me in terms of my ambition. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be the son of somebody. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do something significant. My name is going to be my name. I'm going to be Kaysha. I'm going to be known for my art. And not because I'm the son of somebody who's known already. And yeah, look at today. Sometimes my dad tells me, yeah, sometimes you feel like I'm just your dad. I'm Kaysha's dad. When, yo, we run fucking countries. We've been with the Fidel Castro, the Nixons, the Obamas, the Sarkozy, the Chirac, the Mitterrand, the Selassie. Like, my dad met all the world leaders. He was at the UN again like 2 weeks ago. Like, he's larger than life. People who run countries. And still, when people see him, they're not like, oh my God, are you really? They're like, no, they're like, oh, you Kaysha's dad? Nah, I can't believe you. And he has to call me in video to prove that he's my dad. That's hilarious. All this to say, Brother Marquise, young men, it's time to stop being your dad's son and do something for yourself, and stop whining like a little bitch. Listen, you do what you want to do. I saw that already. Your body of work sounds like you learned your craft. That's why your stuff not only holds up today, but you stay relevant even today. Thank you so much. And that's true. I proved to the world that I'm not just the son of somebody. And you know, my mother one day told me that because my son grew up near the river, barefoot, poor, when he made it and he became rich, his obsession was that his children never lived those experiences. And yeah, we grew up in the best circumstances. We grew up in a huge house in Africa, plus a huge house in France, plus a huge house in Belgium. We went to Disney World every year, first class, etc., etc. We lived well. Like this, listen. And but as I saw from every kid from that era that were born in the right side of Africa, a lot of them, it kind of killed their ambitions. A lot of them today are either poor or still living at the legs of their parents because they didn't have the drive to become themselves, because everything was given to them. And maybe the fact that I fell in love with hip hop early when I was 14, 15, people start telling me all the time, yeah, but you live there, you don't deserve to be with us. I really wanted to prove those guys that I deserve to be with them. And I worked triple on my craft to prove that even if I was not struggling like them and I didn't live in the suburbs of France, in the ghetto, I was still worthy of going to the ghetto and perform. And even if there was a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate, I was still proving that the success was here. And once I released my first album, I start converting more and more people. Second album, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, Bench Royalty. In 10 albums, in the span of 24 years, I proved everybody who I am and what I did. A lot of these parents who make money that are first generation rich, they don't understand how generational wealth works. Generational wealth works if once you make it, you make sure that whatever you make, once you out of the game, your kids make it bigger. For this, you have to prepare them for that. A lot of these people today, and it's the same for our parents out there in Africa, they became rich, and it was the first time they had so much money coming from being poor. So they were not ready. On my side, the good thing is my mom already came from a bourgeois family. So once she got with my dad, she started handling the money and telling, hey, I want my kids here, I want them in that school, I want them there, I want them to learn those languages, etc., etc. So she pushed us to the excellence from the get-go. So me at 17, I was done with secondary school, had my baccalaureate in France, and then I was already at La Sorbonne learning economics at 17. When most people, they start 18, 19, 17, I was there working, understanding monetary mass, theory, offer and demand, all that stuff, learning all these concepts of economy, Keynes, etc., etc. And all these I'm using today. But a lot of these American celebrities or celebrities anywhere in the world that came from humble beginnings, when they make it, they don't have the reflexes that the people who made it 5 generations ago have. The people who made it 5 generations ago, yeah, they have stupid kids as well, but they always make sure that there's at least 1 or 2 kids that can take the reins and continue to, or maybe have big companies that can take the reins and have a trust that is, have professional that are making sure that your assets continue to grow and continue to move forward, and that everybody after you is saved forever. And this is, to me, the problem with a lot of the people from that generation, this generation. They're gonna have the immense success that somebody like 50 did, and I know he has another son, but with the immense success that he did, he has a son that is a dumbass that, yeah, doesn't understand how he has to position himself in this world, and that's not his fault. I mean, at 25, your actions are yours, but I mean, everything that happened before, that's not his fault. But it puts him in a position where he's not there when your father is a multi hundreds of millions, and 50 has been making money for a long time. When he invested in that energy drink, I forgot the name, and Coca-Cola bought it, that's when he made 100 million for the first time. And then he's been making money. He's a guy, he doesn't need to do shows. He's like me, doesn't need to do shows. And he's building now, he's continuing to build his content strategy to arrive to that point, right? And maybe one day he's gonna have his own TV station or something like that, or own streaming service. I don't know what are his ambition on that stage, but he's somebody who's very smart and who's thinking on the long term. And it's sad that you have somebody like that who is in a bad relationship with his own seed. When if he had a kid who he would put in the best school and he had a great relationship with his mom, at least that kid could then take all this and push it even further. You see what I mean? I believe that the kids of Mark Zuckerberg, trust me, they'll be fine. The kids of the Bill Gates of the world, all these people, they'll be fine, because they start the game with so much money, but also so much education that they're not going to be corrupted by that money. But all these rappers, all these people coming from a rotten culture, they make a lot of money, and they do stupid shit with that money. They buy a bunch of cars, a bunch of Balenciaga and brands that they all black excellence, but they don't wear black stylists. They only wear French or Italian brands. They are not building the way a Jay-Z, a Beyonce are building, creating their brands, investing here, investing there. 50 is doing it. But a lot of those who don't understand, it's time for me to stop acting with the ghetto mentality. It's time for me to start acting with a rich person's mentality and understand I'm not in the streets anymore. So I don't need to act street, and I don't have to prove nothing to the streets. I'm out of here. Let me now act as a rich person and start investing in the future. Understand why people buy art. Starting to, instead of going to sit down with people who don't understand shit, let me sit down with people who are, I have 100 million. Let me sit with people who have 1 billion. I have access to those people. Let me sit with those people so they can show me how to make 1 billion. They have 30 billion. Let me sit down with those people and see if I can make 1 or 2 billions, and see if everybody around me can make 10 million. I make 1 billion. All my people make 10 millions. I take everybody out the hood. Everybody elevates. We all elevate together, and all our kids The kids of my people will make billions, and my kids will make tens of billions. And all this, yeah, this is what you see with this culture. And it goes back to what we were saying in the beginning. When you have a rotten culture that everybody is only interested in attention and whatever, you have all these kids that they're so lucky to be where they are, but they do shit with it. And it's interesting to see. What can I tell you? Be your own boss, I'm telling you. Am I? Thank you so much, cousin. When the time is given, I wish you can connect me to the living legend who is your dad. Truly a source of inspiration. I will let you know if we'll be in Kinshasa this or next year. For sure. You would indeed. I'm actually going to France to meet him. He's in France right now. A lot of Africans have difficulties to understand the fiat. Yeah, listen, a lot of people are making tons of money or taking tons of money, but then the things they do with it makes no sense. At this time, I and the rest of the world needed to know as much about his existence as we needed to know that Aaron Spelling had a daughter. Oh my God. That one. What was her name? Tori Spelling. Oh my God. That one. I mean, at least she has a good catalog that is generating money for her. Listen, it is what it is. Listen, next week I want to talk to you about what is it I want to talk to you about next week? I'm going to talk to you about the story of the Winklevoss brothers and also the Google story. And I find it very interesting to look at these success stories and what we can learn from them. That is, if Kanye doesn't say something crazy again, or he doesn't want us to say that it's crazy. So something outrageous to you guys. And we have to... I want to talk about it for 10 minutes. I don't know how I ended up talking about it for an hour and 43. I talk too much. Yeah, so those are going to be the subject next week. Again, listen, whenever you want to talk about something, you know that you can leave a comment on the episode or send me or come to the Discord, and the link is in the description, and say, hey, we want to talk about this or that. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with a new track that I have released. And it's really cool because it's not the first time actually that I do it, but people are not used to that. But it's a track that Lil Maro has produced. It's called Dirty Dirty, and it's a song between Lil Maro, Rim Salmi, who's a Moroccan. She's Moroccan, and she lives in Montreal, Canada, and myself. And listen, she sang in Arabic on the kizomba. It sounds beautiful, and I sang Arabic too. Not the whole verse, but I sang a little bit of Arabic, and listen, it sounded amazing. So listen to this and let me know if you like it. All right? And I will leave you with this song, Shada Gang. Don't forget that this show is brought to you by Shadaware.com, and the Gods of Good Fortune is 223 in Portugal. Enjoy the music. I wanted to play it actually before starting to talk, but somehow I never respect my own planning. This is Dirty, and I will see everybody Sunday. If you enjoy the show, don't forget to leave your like, maybe leave a comment after the like, and put me some unicorns in the chat. Bless Shada gang.
درتي تايتي ما لقيتيش بحالي درتي تدختي درتي وما لقيتيش بحالي درتي عندك تضيع الخير كان كل شي بيناتنا يتقال وما يدخلوش لينا الناس كيتمن ماشي انا اللي غنبدا نسولك شكون هي سير العب انت حور يا بابا سير ورجع وشوف واش باقة انت حور يا بابا عندك اصحاب لك غنبقى تبعك واش ناسي شكون معاك درتي تايتي ما لقيتيش بحالي درتي تدختي درتي وما لقيتيش بحالي درتي ما تنساش درتي عندك تضيع الخير
Got home in Paris, found me hotel Maurice. Got home in Tunis, got home in Venice. I got home in LA, got home in Bombay, but it never felt the same like when I was with you. Let me take you with me to my automobile, take you far, worry about no bills. Make sweet love in several cities, just me and you, boo, and your kitty. I got you deep under my skin, girl. I'll never find a better sin. Yeah.
درتي تايتي ما لقيتيش بحالي درتي